Black family. You look all so beautiful. We want to thank you for coming out to the Malcolm X Festival celebration. And we have a few things that we want to share with you today. First of all, we have two forms of a message that we would like to get over to you today. One is in the form of the spoken word, and one is in the form of the music. Okay, so first of all, before I say anything further, I'm actually from Fort Worth, Texas, so I want to bring you greetings from Funkytown, USA. Assalamu alaikum. All right. Okay, the oppression over there ain't no different than over here. In fact about it, they may chew just a little bit more tobacco, huh? It may be a little bit more suppression, but we all suffer from the same thing. Okay, so we have the local representative of the Honorable Ms. Farrakhan in the city of Dallas, who's actually a rapper, right? And he's going to come and he's going to perform a musical selection for us, and then I'll come back up to introduce our keynote speaker. So with that, where is Al-Shahid Muhammad? Give him a round of applause. Assalamu alaikum. How y'all doing? Woo, it's hot out here. DJ, we waiting on you, soldier. Peace and blessings from Muhammad Mosque number 48. All this black love out here. Give yourselves a nice black hand for showing up and supporting the group. Supporting the bookstore. How will the deal be raised? Yeah, but that ain't the other one, ain't it? That's it. Start it over, so. Will the dead be raised? The truth must be gotten to them. How will the dead be raised? There we go. Turn it up a little bit. And how will the truth be gotten to them? The truth must be put in vessels that will carry it to the lost. Now the hook is going to be a response and command, so y'all repeat everything I say, all right? I need everybody up on their feet. Let me see you. Put everybody up on their feet. Put the number one in there because we want community. We want community. One love, one bloodline. And one half Can't be mad because I ain't never stopping. Hit the streets because we always popping. With professors end up flopping. 65 like Mary Poppins. Robbed us for a little change. Time to bring that heat, man. Hypocrites and disbelievers. Non-workers, y'all all the same. Let me get my dynamics on before I let you drive me insane. I excel under pressure from a diamonds out of God's brain. One commander connected to a divine chain. Heaven rain, sprinkle me like you 40. Militant like Major Payne. My devotion is in the streets. Gotta finish the dead before the time lapse. Hypocrites talk a good game. When it's time to work, they lungs collapse. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And my people dead, leaning on the enemy, my adversaries. So strong, I walk the streets to kill Kennedy. But I know the God that backs me. Farrakhan, my prime example. A new Genesis on the south side. Self-improvement on a lean camel. Hear the whispers from the slinking devil. Dodges game from the 9th chapter. Play my chest right here, you marvel. Eagle's eye, and it's hard to capture. I'm a FOI to the day I die. FOI to the day I die. Wear suits and bow ties. Wear suits and bow ties. Final calls, my hood cry. Final calls, my hood cry. Let me hear you. Final calls, my hood cry. Final calls, my hood cry. I'm a FOI to the day I die. FOI to the day I die. Wear suits and bow ties. Wear suits and bow ties. Final calls, my hood cry. Final calls, my hood cry. Final calls, my hood cry. The White House is a trap house reformulated by Donald Trump. Colored man on self-destruction. Elijah talked about pickup trucks. Satan casting out Satan. We living in the days of the resurrection. Who healed your hearts when you was enemies? Holy Quran. Reconnections. I hear a lot of things on the streets. Message coming from police chiefs. Fist bumping for Kaepernick. Hold your head, fire, we off the leash. Young build our own like bowling. Come together with a master plan. Gold bricks and honeybees. Resources like Afghans. Expand my breast to conquer rooms. Struggle as a day. Never complain, level at the level I'm standing up. Growing stronger like purple rain. It's the fall of America, are you prepared? Do for self is our only way. Preachers, G's for the business. Contracts like Green Bay. Multi-million-dollar players. Mascots and endorsement deals. Personality worshipers. While the wide awake man is in the field. Undercover like Navy SEALs. Building beachheads around the city. It's the fruit of Islam. Protect the nation. Block the block like Frank Nitty. I'm a FOI to the day I die. FOI to the day I die. Wear suits and bow ties. Final calls, my hood cry. suits and bow ties. Final calls my hood cry. Final calls my hood cry. Among us savage people, we went to y'all ready to hear from Brother Nuri? Come among us. Let me hear if you're ready to hear from Brother Nuri. And different things that he would get a chance to teach us of his amazing word that he himself had brought to save us and redeem us from the clutches of a brutal beast. It's our unity, family. You are a savior. It's our unity that brings an end to our torment and destruction. It's our unity that heals everything that we need in the black community. It's our unity. It's all about our unity. It ain't about our religion. It ain't about what we trying to gangbang on. It's about our unity. Stay in your tribe, but love your black self. Y'all understand? Praise be to Allah. So at this time, I'll bring the representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan coming out of Indianapolis, Indiana. That fireball that y'all look at on YouTube and Facebook. That brother that travels around from coast to coast and even overseas to give you the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad to unify our people. So no further delay, Brother Nuri Muhammad.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that irregardless to land, language, or label, creed, class, or color, race, religion, or ritual, that there is but one God. We thank that one God for Moses and the Torah. We thank him for Jesus and the gospel. We thank him for Muhammad and the Holy Quran. And as a black man here in the wilderness of North America that did not live in Palestine, Egypt, nor Saudi Arabia, I would be a hypocrite, and we all would be hypocrites to ourselves and to the God of black people if we didn't salute that same supreme being that intervened in the affairs of men 9,000 miles away in Saudi Arabia, Palestine, and Egypt, and not salute that Lord of the worlds for blessing us with his coming in the person of Master Father Muhammad and raising up the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and giving us this most beautiful and dutiful servant of God in our midst today, the champion for the cause of the liberation and salvation of the black nation, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It's in their holy and righteous names, who just a few days ago celebrated his 85th year birth anniversary. And I'm pleased to announce to you today here in the great city of Dallas that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is in good health, he's in good spirit, and he's ready to continue to go to war with our open enemy on our behalf. We thank Allah for this mighty warrior of God, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Brothers and sisters, before we begin, I wanted to ask if we all could collectively in unity, everybody under the sound of my voice, watch yourself right now on the chest wall. Everybody under the sound of my voice, let's give a rousing round of applause for our sister Akwete, who put this great event together every year, the Pan-African Connection. This is one of the best platforms for the unified celebration of black people that I've seen anywhere on the planet. And with that, sister deserves a round of applause. And let's not just come out to sell our goods. Let's make sure that we support our sister by art, buy books, and host our events right here at our sister's location. Can we do that? Beautiful, beautiful. Well, sisters and brothers, I was given a little subject to take on today that deals with the true history of Malcolm X. But for the sake of time, I'm going to touch it just a little bit, but then we're going to move on for another an engagement. But I want to say this, that on the 19th of May in the year 1925, the universe brought birth to a great soldier and a great helper of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad by the name of Malcolm X. Let's salute this mighty warrior that stood up for freedom, justice, and equality. And even though he only had a 12-year run among us as Malcolm X, because the enemy took his life at the age of 39 years young, the same as they killed Martin Luther King at 39 years young. Why did they kill Malcolm X at the age of 39? Why did they assassinate Dr. King at the age of 39? It's because they know, based upon our ancient African culture, the male matures at the age of 40. And when a male reaches the age of 40, by the taught knowledge that he's gained from books and by observation of other people, multiplied by the bought knowledge that comes from his own life experience, by the time a black male reaches the age of 40 years of age, he has reached a state of psychological, emotional, and spiritual maturity. So whatever he was before he was 40, after the age of 40, he's going to be even greater than that. So they had to make a move to kill a troublemaker for white supremacy like Martin Luther King before he reached 40. They had to make a move to kill a troublemaker for white supremacy named Malcolm X before he reached the age of 40. Because if they couldn't handle them at 39 and back, they knew it would be impossible to deal with these soldiers from 40 years and above, so they took these brothers' lives. If today you Google the assassination or the murder of Malcolm X, there's 157,000 hits that will attribute the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, or the Nation of Islam to it. But go and do your own research, and you'll find that on the February 21st, 1965, at the Audubon Ballroom, when Malcolm X was teaching much like today, someone opened fire on Malcolm X. But if you notice, there was a brother standing security like these brothers. His name was Gene Roberts. And when Gene Roberts, at a certain point, knew that the incident was going to go down, he walked off a post and stood off to the side. Next thing you know, shots rang out in the Audubon Ballroom. And Gene Roberts, who was supposed to be his head of security, that walked off of post without being properly relieved. He stood to the side, and as soon as the bullets filled Malcolm X's body, he came and he didn't cover none of the holes. He cleared everybody out, and he began to administer mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Anybody in here that knows anything about the medical field knows the worst thing you ever can do to a gunshot victim is put more oxygen into their body because they already have holes in their body. Gene Roberts was not there to help save Malcolm X's life. He was there to ensure that Malcolm X was dead. In the early 80s, Gene Roberts came on the 2020 show at night and cried tears from his eyes and openly confessed that he never was a Muslim. He never really was a follower of Malcolm X. He never was a Black Panther like he posed to be. He was not a FOI, he was a FBI member. So whenever the record is really clear, the FOI did not kill Malcolm X. It was the FBI that took that soldier's life. Malcolm X is a man that we honor and respect. He did have disagreement with his teacher. He did break away from his teacher, but in the latter years, he wrote a letter to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that you can find an official document inside of the Congressional Library of Washington, D.C., where he was asking to come back to the Nation of Islam. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told Malcolm X that we will receive you gladly back into the ranks. All I ask of you, brother, is to go back and put out some of the fires that you have started. Malcolm X's first speech was February 21st, 1965, after he was given that message by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But before he could open up his mouth in a speech to put out the fires, the government opened fire on him and took our brother's life. Yet Malcolm X, dead, has brought more people to the Nation of Islam than most of the members have been able to bring in alive. We don't talk about El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. That's not the man that we honor. That's not the man that we revere. That's not the man that we respect. Anytime someone has a claim or praise or honor for that soldier, they always talk about him when he was Malcolm X. When he was Malcolm X, he was under the guidance of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, operating as the national representative and an FOI in the Nation of Islam. So I say, if you really want to show a tribute to Malcolm X, he can't see the flag waving. He can't hear nothing that we have to say. He can't read none of the street signs that they name after him. He can't see nobody in no X cap or no X shirt. But Malcolm X said it like this on April 4th, 1964, in a message called The Ballad of the Bullet. He said, I do not believe in fighting on one front. I believe in fighting on all fronts. And I'm saying to us right now, it's Mayday on the front line. Wherever you are and whatever you do, you've got to make war with white supremacy. Right now, brothers and sisters, there are more black males born than there are black females. But by the time the two reach the age 18, black females outnumber black males 7 to 1. This means that the black man is dying at the rate of an endangered species. Well, they have organizations and funds and committees and fundraisers to make sure the bald eagle doesn't go extinct. They have organizations to make sure the koala bear doesn't go extinct. They have organizations to make sure the blue whale survives. But I want to know who's going to stand up to make sure the black man remains in existence. They ain't going to do it. We must do it for ourselves. I submit a few ideas for us to fight not on one front, but on all fronts. Let's go back to calling one another brothers and sisters. Did you hear me? In the 50s and the 60s, when we called one another brothers and sisters, there wasn't as much dope dealing going on. There wasn't as much gang banging going on. There wasn't as much black men raping black women. There wasn't as much molestation. There wasn't as much black homicide going on. Why? Because if I'm your brother and you're my sister, then your daughter is my niece and my son is your nephew. So anytime I see any young soldier going astray, I don't walk around and gossip about them. That's my nephew. That's my niece. It's my job to pull their coattail. And before we were kidnapped and Caucasianized, we knew that it took more than a good mama and a good daddy to make a great king or queen. It took a village to raise a child. Well, we got to return back to that concept. Second principle. If you are a man, whatever neighborhoods you live in, find all of the homes of the elderly in your community. And whenever the summer is here, cut their grass for them. Whenever the spring comes, rake their leaves for them. Whenever the weather changes, pick up trash for them. Turn down the music, respect them, make sure they got safe passage to walk through our hood. Number 3, every black man, whether you got a child or not, if you're going to fight on all fronts, when our babies get on the bus in the morning, it is your job as a man, whether you got a child going to school or not, to pull up your car early in the morning, turn the lights on, and be on the lookout for any damn pedophile trying to violate one of our daughters or our sons. And if you find them, hell, don't take out your phone and start filming. I'm tired of all these camera cows. I looked at our little sister Shakisha at Waffle House. That's right. Here you are, you sitting there videotaping that. I heard the police officer say, hey, you, step back. And then Shakisha said, he's with us. And then when they panned it out, coming to find out it was black men there while them crackers were doing our sister like that. No real man will not allow no police officer, no FBI, ATF. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. A goddamn badge don't dislocate or invalidate your responsibility to respect and protect your woman. It is your job to put your camera down. If you're going to hold it up, put it in selfie mode. And send a message to your mama, to your daughter and son, and to your wife, and let them know this might be the last time y'all see me, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let this cracker get away with it. And as a man, you get in where you fit in and handle your business. Right. So as men, we got to come back into power where we become regulators of the affairs of our community. Right. Don't videotape. Put the phone down and pick a brick up and handle your business. If you got a badge or a gun, so what? Handle your business when they are violating our women. Last but not least, shop with your brother before you shop with another. Find a black business that can supply your needs and your wants and be willing to drive a little bit farther and pay a little bit more Stop being so hard on black-owned businesses and being so merciful for the white people.
That's right.
Every year, one of these white restaurants, one of these white pizza chains has a driver putting extra sauce on the pizza, and I ain't talking about tomato sauce. And when you see it on the news, you say, ugh, that's nasty. I ain't never, ever, ever ordered no pizza from them. 2 weeks later, they come out with a 2 medium for $9.99, and you back on the phone ordering from the white man.
Yeah.
But let you go to a black-owned restaurant, and they short you one hush puppy. See, that's why I don't like doing no business with no niggas. I ain't never going back. And then be willing to pay a little bit more, drive a little bit farther, and tolerate a little bit longer time, because in a black business, the person you're looking at is the cashier, the janitor, the chef, the accountant, the repairman. Am I telling the truth?
Yes, sir.
And got to make the runs to get the... Y'all know what I'm saying. So shop with your brother before you what?
Shop with the other.
Don't buy nothing from white people unless you got to. Buy everything you can from people that look like you. And if we do that, then we can keep our money among ourselves. In the Jewish community, the dollar rotates around in their hands 17 times before it leaves. Among the Asian, they keep it for 28 to 30 days. Among the Hispanics, they keep it for 2 weeks. But in the black community, a dollar only lasts in our community 3 to 6 hours. Something wrong with that mathematics. We got power, we just got to use it. Malcolm X said it best. I don't believe in fighting on one front. I believe in fighting on every front. What front are you willing to fight on? Don't show love for him with street signs, flags, pictures, and t-shirts. Show love for him by manifesting the principles of cooperative economics and collective unity. Thank you for this as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum.